I have spent the last 2 years using FridayStyle Apple Watch bands, and today I am reviewing their most premium lineup. I have been using Apple Watches since 2019, and over the years I have tried a lot of local bands. But today I have none of them to show you because they simply didn't last. Some broke, some got torn, some got stretched out, and eventually I had to throw them away. But for the last 2 years, I have been using Friday style bands with my Apple Watch, and I still have the very first silicone band and sport loop that I bought from them. I have been a fan of their products ever since. So today we are taking a look at their most premium lineup for Apple Watch. These are the FKM bands, the Bold Series, the Domin8 Series, and the titanium magnetic buckle strap, which also uses FKM material on the inside for added comfort. I have been using the FKM bands for around a year now, and the titanium band for around 4 months. So this isn't a first impressions video, it's a review based on my long-term usage and experience. Hi there, I'm Abhijit and you're watching TechNutso. Let's get started. What makes these bands premium? The materials used here are simply better. They fit better, feel better, look better, and most importantly, they hold up incredibly well to daily usage without showing their age quickly. The hardware feels solid, the finishing is excellent, and they genuinely feel like accessories designed to last years instead of months. Now let's talk about the biggest reason these bands feel different from most Apple Watch bands you will find online. FKM. You have probably heard Apple mention fluoroelastomer for their premium sport bands. FKM is essentially a high performance rubber from the same family of materials, and that's exactly what FridayStyle is using here. So how is it different from regular silicone? The first thing you'll notice is the feel. FKM feels smoother, denser, and more premium in hand. It doesn't have that slightly sticky or tacky feeling that many silicone bands develop over time. The second advantage is durability. FKM handles sweat, heat, water, and daily weight much better than the traditional silicone, which is one of the reasons you'll find it being used in premium watch bands. Another thing many people ask is whether it's safe for skin since it's manufactured differently from silicone. The answer is yes. These bands use PFAS-free FKM rubber and are designed for prolonged skin contact, so wearing them all day during work, workouts, or even while sleeping hasn't caused me any irritation or discomfort. And honestly, after using these FKM bands for almost a year now, I can say the material still fits and looks as it did when I first took it out of the box. No stretching, no sticky feeling, no cracks, just the same premium feel day after day. And that's probably the biggest compliment I can give any watch band. Let's start with the Bold series. Out of the 3 bands I'm reviewing today, this is probably the cleanest and most versatile design in the lineup. It doesn't try too hard to look sporty or rugged, and that's exactly what makes it work so well. Whether you're wearing a t-shirt, a shirt, heading to work, or just going out casually, the Bold series blends in effortlessly and looks right at home on the wrist. And then there's the material. It's softer, denser, and feels noticeably more premium in hand. I have been using the Bold series for close to a year now, and honestly, that's where it really impressed me. The material hasn't stretched, the finish hasn't changed, there are no noticeable signs of wear, and it hasn't developed that sticky feeling that cheaper silicone bands often get over time. Even after months of daily use, it still looks and feels remarkably close to new. Comfort is another area where it excels. I have worn it for full work days, long editing sessions, and entire weekends without ever feeling the need to take it off. It's light, comfortable, and eventually disappears on your wrist, which is exactly what you want from an everyday watch band. It uses the same pin and tuck mechanism as Apple's Sport Band, so if you have used one before, you'll feel right at home. It locks securely and holds the Apple Watch in place perfectly. The grooves on the inside of the band help with the airflow and make it even more comfortable for long hours of use. Never once it has irritated my skin, and if it gets dirty, a quick wipe with a damp cloth makes it look fresh again. If you are looking for a premium Apple Watch band that works with almost everything and can comfortably stay on your wrist all day, the Bold series makes a very strong case for itself. Next up is the Domin8 series. If the Bold series is the clean everyday option, the Domin8 series is the one for people who want their Apple Watch to look a little more sporty and aggressive. The first thing you'll notice is the design. Compared to the Bold, the Domin8 has a much stronger wrist presence. The textured pattern and overall styling give it a more rugged and performance-focused look, making it pair especially well with the Apple Watch Ultra, although it looks great on the regular Apple Watch too. Just like the Bold series, this is also made from FKM rubber, so you get the same premium feel and long-term durability benefits. The material feels dense, soft, and comfortable against the skin while still being tough enough for workouts, outdoor activities, and everyday use. Over the past year, this band has probably seen the roughest use out of all 3. Sweat, rain, long days outside, and plenty of desk time in between. Yet despite all of that, no stretching, no cracks, no loose hardware, and no signs of the material breaking down over time. Comfort is excellent as well. Even during longer wear sessions or in hot and humid weather, It never feels sticky or uncomfortable on the wrist, which is something I can't say for many traditional silicone bands. It comes with the traditional buckle style, and the hardware is made from titanium, so it's built to last a very long time without breaking or failing. There are some very minor signs of wear on the hardware after months of use, but honestly, they are far less than I expected. The interior texture is very similar to the Bold series, so it stays comfortable throughout the day and even while sleeping. And this too hasn't caused any irritation to my skin. The best way I can describe the Domin8 series is this. It gives you the durability and practicality of a sports band, but with the feel and finish of a premium accessory. If you're someone who loves the sporty and rugged look, the Domin8 series makes a lot of sense. I have worn it almost everywhere because I absolutely love the sporty and performance feel it gives to the watch. Next up is the titanium magnetic buckle strap, which I have wanted for a very long time. Every stainless steel band I had tried before this had one major problem. They pulled my wrist hair, so I could never stick with them for long. But my experience with this one has been completely different. Now, if the Bold series is the everyday option and the Domin8 is the sporty one, the titanium band is for those moments when you want your Apple Watch to feel less like a smartwatch and more like a traditional timepiece. The transformation is honestly quite surprising. Swap from an FKM band to this titanium one and your Apple Watch instantly feels more premium and more formal on the wrist. What I particularly like about this band is that FridayStyle didn't stop at just using titanium on the outside. The inner side of the band features an FKM layer, which means you still get the comfort and skin-friendly feel of the rubber where it actually touches your wrist. And trust me, that makes a difference. Metal bands can sometimes feel cold, uncomfortable, or pull on wrist hair during long wear sessions, but I haven't experienced any of that here. I have been using this band for around 4 months now, and it's quickly become my go-to option whenever I'm dressing up a little more or heading somewhere where I want my Apple Watch to look a bit more premium. The titanium construction keeps the weight manageable, the clasp feels reassuringly solid, and the overall finish gives it a very refined appearance. The mechanism still feels tight. There's no noticeable play in the links or clasp, and the band still feels just as good as it did on day one. There are some slight usage marks on the titanium, but considering everything this band has gone through in daily use, that's honestly impressive. This isn't the band I'd pick for the gym or intense workouts, but for office use, meetings, events, dinners, or simply when you want your Apple Watch to blend in with more traditional watches, this is easily the one I'd reach for. It transforms the whole look of the Apple Watch. Another thing I appreciate is that FridayStyle includes a high quality tool to remove links and size the band according to your wrist. The process is simple and easy to do yourself. So, which one should you buy? Each one of these has a purpose through its design. If you want something sporty for the gym or outdoor activities, go for the Domin8 series. If you want a clean looking band for everyday use, go for the Bold series. And the titanium band is something I genuinely think every Apple Watch owner should have in their collection. It completely transforms the look of the Apple Watch. The pricing for each band is on your screen right now, so have a look and decide which one fits your needs the best. And don't forget to use my code TechNutso for a flat 10% off on your order. You will find the links in the description below. After 2 years with FridayStyle and months with these particular bands, I can confidently say these are some of the best Apple Watch straps I have used. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and I'll answer the relevant ones. If you enjoyed this review and gained some knowledge from it, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. So see you guys in the next one. TechNutso signing off.